More concerning Elvis Presley and his autopsy, there were inconsistencies over the rock and roll legend's death, and they've been exposed. One of the inconsistencies was the wrong name on his gravestone. But anyway, this has to do with the cause of his death. The rock and roll legend was deceased. Well, I have trouble saying that because one of my cousins who used to work in the hotel industry in Las Vegas was at a bar, and after his death even had a drink with Elvis Presley. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but and I believe my cousin. Okay, I don't know what's happening. This is something very strange. But anyway, Elvis Presley supposedly died more than 4 decades ago, and the cause of his death was a major debate. Leading experts and the general public still have to wait years to find out what their final decision is. This is according to Callum Hoare on Express UK. Elvis would have reached the milestone of 85 this past Wednesday, but instead passed away August 16, 1977. And following a cardiac arrest in his bathroom, they said the My Way singer had a long history of drug abuse, they said, which is said to have played a part in his sudden death. But exactly how the 42-year-old could suffer such an ending has been at the center of debate for such a long time. An autopsy was undertaken the same day Elvis died to determine the exact cause of his death, but the general public will not know the true contents of this report until 2027. As his father had them sealed for 50 years, it was revealed. Why would he do that? That's very strange. The competence and ethics of 2 of the involved medical professionals were also questioned very seriously at the time of his death. Dr. Jerry Francisco offered a cause of death before the autopsy was complete, claiming the underlying ailment was cardiac arrhythmia, a condition that can be determined only in someone who is still alive. While Dr. George Nikopoulos, who was later cleared of any wrongdoing, had prescribed more than 10,000 doses of sedatives, amphetamines, and narcotics in just 8 months. His license was suspended for 3 months, and it was permanently revoked in the 90s after the Tennessee Medical Board brought new charges of overprescription. Writer Frank Coffey argued that Elvis's death was due to Valsalva maneuver, a form of constipation commonly caused by drug use. Mr. Coffey believed Elvis's constant strains had forced his heart to stop. Expert physician Dr. Dan Warlick was also present at the autopsy, and he agrees with the view of Mr. Coffey, citing drug abuse, as the main cause. Now, he said in August 2019, Presley's chronic constipation, the result of years of prescription drug abuse and high-fat, high-cholesterol gorging, brought on what's known as Valsalva's maneuver. So put simply, the strain of attempting to defecate compressed the singer's abdomen aorta, shutting down his heart. Now, Elvis' former wife, Priscilla Presley, revealed her heartbreak after seeing her husband in an unearthed interview with the Today Show. She said, "We had his casket here in the back between the living room and the dining room," she said. Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis and Priscilla's daughter, and I would go at night at 2 o'clock at night in the morning, and we had a bracelet that I gave her that she put on him, and we put it on his wrist. And just looking at him is still not believing. It's just too surreal. Even going back to that time, it was devastating, she said, and Elvis was buried in the meditation garden of Graceland, next to his parents and grandmother, where thousands of fans come to pay their respects all year round. Okay, and as I said before, one of my cousins that used to work there in the, he was a hotel manager. Elvis Presley came and had a drink at the bar, and he happened to be there. And, okay, this is the discussion that they had. what can I tell you? My cousin believes that it was actually him. Of course, after his death. What can I tell you? There's a lot of people that have stories like that. Anyway, this is just one of the updates that the autopsy report will be revealed in 2027. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.